It's ladies night, what? It must be Sarah on the mic. With sweet little Holly, got the sugar, got the spice. We're keeping us tight, we're guests on the night. Linked up with Urban Spirit Studio. That's right. And I'm not a rookie on this all-star team. Me and Holly get you hooked like we're fishing for green. This is home, never leaving us talent alone. Yes, it is my city, it's my throne.
Hey guys, and welcome to another Ladies Night with myself, Sarah.
And me, Holly, where we discuss life from pills
to pills.
So, on this week's episode, I want to know, Sarah.
Yes.
How you go about / went about your looks when in a relationship, getting to know someone and just genuinely being a female. And I want to know, because I want to share my stories as well.
Yeah.
I want to share what I've done in the past, how I've coped with this. So one thing I used to do is when I was getting to know a guy, it was start stages. I don't know if this is normal or not, but I used to sleep in my eyelashes. I still do, because I stick them on now like extensions, but like when I tell you I used to sleep in my eyelashes, I used to sleep in my eyelashes, my eyeliner, my foundation, my concealer, and then in the morning before like he woke up, I'd just like sort it out a little bit and then go in the shower. When he's in the shower,
oh my God,
redo it all. So he'd never see me.
Yeah, that's a full-on bridesmaid moment. If you're not seeing Bridesmaids, guys, you need to go and watch that movie, because that is a bridesmaids
That's
moment.
exactly what I used to do. And now I look back on that and I think, what was I doing?
Yeah.
That is absolutely, that's abnormal.
I've never done that. So obviously for me, I think it's more growing up within the 90s. So it was quite, if you look at a lot of like 90s hip hop and R&B, I followed a lot of that. So a lot of those artists were very kind of like fresh faced. They didn't really wear a lot of makeup. If anything, it was more like maybe some brown lip liner.
Oh, I do the brown lip liner,
Yeah, a bit of lip gloss, some bronzer, but then everything else, it was just, no, we didn't.
And I think that looks nicer as well. So I think it was just the age thing as well. I was younger then, like now, I wouldn't do that now. But I want to know if like other people, if that's normal or not, because I know my mum didn't used to do that. And like, I think girls look better without it. But when you're so in your head about like trying to impress someone that you've just first met, like it becomes so obsessive. And like you don't want, like once you've actually done it for so long as well, then it's like, well, now we definitely can't see me without it, because he's going to think I am crap.
I think what it is as well, you've got to look at the sort of the era that we're in. And I guess there's quite a lot of pressure, because it's not to say that when I was younger that I didn't have the pressure to look a certain way, because obviously there was that pressure. But I feel like maybe now that there's a little bit more pressure on women and young girls to look a certain way, because even when you watch movies, you know, when people wake up, they really do look fresh-faced, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? Nobody really wakes up with, I don't know, leftover mascara on the face or the hair.
God, I wake up with dribble down my chin.
Yeah, you don't see that though, do you?
No, eye bogies on my cheeks. Like, it's vile, to be honest. Can't lie.
But I think if you had more of that, seeing more of that and a little bit more of the realness of it, then we probably wouldn't feel under maybe so much pressure.
So how does your fella see you in the morning then?
Oh, bless him.
Oh, bless him.
Well,
she wakes up snoring.
Do you know, I'm not a snorer.
You're not?
No, I do talk in my sleep.
Oh, God,
I do a little bit of, sometimes I'm
Oh, and that's worse. I hate that. My fella does that and I actually can't stand it. I could smash his face in when he's doing that. No, it's absolutely horrible. Like, imagine you're trying to sleep and all you've got is... Oh, it's horrible. Grow up.
So yeah, I think I'm one of those.
Yeah.
But my husband's never complained about that. That was my kids. So when we went on holiday, they said that, because they don't obviously share a bedroom with me. So when they shared a room with me, they said, you know, I've got my little mumblings going on.
Mumble
and
to
whatever.
yourself.
Yeah.
Talker.
But yeah, so for him to see me, I mean, it's been a long time that obviously we've been together. So I think he's just used to my morning face.
Yeah.
You know, we've just got a mutual respect, you know.
If they don't love you in your morning face, then sack them off, because they ain't going to love you anyway. That's why I say sister.
And I think also it's when you're at home, myself, I don't wear makeup anyway. For work, I wear makeup and I don't wear as much as I guess other people would wear.
Yeah.
So he's just used to me like not having makeup on.
But what about like everything else? So for females, especially when you get into the habit of it, I have to have my nails done. I have to have my tan done. I have to have my eyelashes done. So most girls have to have the eyebrows done as well. Waxing. The amount waxing, the price of waxing.
Yeah, like that, like bring those prices down.
Bring the bush back is what I say. When it's like, you put the 80s, gets back to the 80s or something, because that is ridiculous. Like,
yeah, it is a lot, innit? But then it's like, but why do we do it? Is it,
I think it's,
do guys like it, or is it just because we like it?
I do it for myself.
No?
I don't know about you, but I do it for myself. But also on that, I know that I wouldn't want them to see me without it. So
yeah,
I don't know. I guess
I'm going through my nail phase at the moment. So
it's not a nail phase; it's a nail life, Sarah. And I told this woman, right? I said to her, I said, once you've had them nails done, you will not have them done after that. That's going to be it. That will be it. You're going to be an acrylic nail girly for the rest of your life.
I don't know, because
what sets that? Your third one?
Probably. I've been going strong for the past 3 months.
Exactly.
So
said my piece.
Yeah. But I feel like I can live without nails.
Yeah.
And nail polish. The same with lashes. I've gone through my lash phase. I'll wear them probably maybe for someone's wedding, or I like them sometimes on a holiday, so you can just wake up and you don't have to think about putting any mascara on.
But you can't jump in the pool.
Well, I can, because I don't put my head in the pool. I go to about here.
Oh no, I'm shoving it. Yeah.
I think one of the things, I guess one of the main differences between myself and you is that I wasn't brought up with the culture of like Botox and facelifts, and like back when I was growing up, I never knew anybody that had any form of plastic surgery.
Really? Apart from like celebrities?
Celebrities, yeah. You'd see people on TV, like, I'm trying to think of a famous person. I think Jane Fonda may have had, but I don't think you even know who Jane Fonda is. But
I ain't got a clue.
She sang a song called no, she didn't sing Let's Get Physical. That's somebody else. That's wrong. Don't quote me on that. But she's an actress now, anyway. But I think seeing like certain celebrities on TV, you just think, wow, they don't age. Or Dolly Parton, let's say, is a big
Oh
one.
God, yeah, no, that's
so she's probably the only person who I ever knew growing up that had plastic surgery, but it was never something that like a normal person would have. Whereas now you've got young people like you literally would go and say, well, I'll have Botox. Or
I want Botox in the next, like in the year coming up, 2024, I want to get Botox.
Really?
And like now plastic surgery, it's so like everyone's got it. You can walk into anywhere. Every street you go down, there'll be not plastic surgery, like aesthetics like shop.
Yeah, you can go get your nails done and have some Botox put in your hair.
Yeah, I used to get my lips done once a month. And that was part of my like, I put it on the same.
I still can't get over this.
Yeah, because there's no there. But I used to put it on the same like categories, getting my nails and doing my tan. That was like what it was, like my nails, tan, and then it would be lip filler. That's not normal.
No, like most people, I think for myself it would have been, maybe go for like a manicure.
Yeah.
And a facial. Or go to the hairdresser.
If you're treating yourself a facial as well.
Yeah.
My every month was lip filler, nails, tan, lashes, maybe even Botox. Why not? It shouldn't be that normal. Wow. It's not that. No. It's not like going to Morrison's or Aldi, is it?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because it's sort of like, I guess it was in my generation, but I see it more so now with your lot's generation, where it has become normalized, but to the point of it's sort of like you can't age. Like everybody wants to look ageless.
Yeah. I also think that's like, I disagree. But do you know what's put me off aging? And this is what's the problem. It's social media. Because have you seen that TikTok filter that ages you?
Yes.
Chuffy neck. I look I look like a dirty doormat. I look absolutely shocking.
Yeah, but do you think that's how you would actually age?
No, it's been scientifically proved. They say, no, that's very... Like, that's true. That is how you're going to age. I'd love to see you on, because you have not aged at all. So
yeah, but I look at my mum and I look at my dad and I think, do you know what? You're doing really well for being in your 60s and your 70s. And I feel sometimes these things, I don't know if they're not built to scare us, but we don't know really what we're going to look like when we're older.
Also, I think it's nice not to know. Whereas now you've got social media where now it's all AI. Like there's another AI filter that's gone mad on TikTok now where it like zooms you out. So you can take a photo and it will zoom you completely out. Yeah. So you look like you're in a completely different world. And it's like, it's crazy because now I would rather not know what I'm going to look like in 50 years' time. Thank you very much. That don't help me sleep at night. Yeah. Whereas now I can see that. So I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, this is why I'm getting Botox in 2024.
The thing is, though, like, I always think, okay, you could have all of those things done. You have all those procedures. You can have your Botox and whatever. I see people, they're injecting things into their hands. Yeah. But what is the implications on your health? And for myself, I mean, I've said it before, so I'll say it again, is one of those where not everybody's guaranteed to age or have the life in them. We don't know if we're going to wake up tomorrow, sort of thing. But just to sort of have that in your mind thinking, oh, when I'm 70 and I'm 80, I still want to look 20. I just think it's a bit silly. I'd rather, I see elders walking down the street and I think, oh, they're so cute and they're holding hands.
I love old people.
But imagine these older people, because everyone's having facelifts and Botox, what's going to happen? We're going to walk down the street and we're going to start thinking it's teenagers in front of us.
Yeah.
We're going, why can't they just speed up a little bit? Why are they walking so slow, these teens?
But what if that means that the life expectancy expands?
What if it's reduced though with all of these chemicals?
Oh, it's definitely reduced. God, I'm living till I'm 40, probably. But on the other hand of that, so my mum and my family, like, so like getting lip filler and like if I got Botox, they wouldn't even blink an eyelid. They'd just go, oh yeah, Holly's off out getting her tan and that done. Like, waste of money, but that's all they'd say. When you was younger, what would your mum say to you if you went out and you come back with like lip filler?
God, I don't even know. She would probably kick off.
Like, what would she say in exact words?
Well, I can't even think like words that she would say. One of the things that my mum would do is she's very good for silence. Like she can kill you with
even
silence.
Worse. That's even worse.
She would just literally look at you as if you don't even exist. It's horrible, just the whole
deaf eyes, like literally deaf eyes.
Yeah, and then just give you the whole so disappointed. Oh,
that hurts.
Yeah, when you hear those words, you just think, oh my God.
This life's not worth living anymore.
Yeah, it makes you feel proper hurt inside, isn't it? But again, I don't know, because it's kind of like a hypothetical, and it's not something myself now would do. So maybe back then I would have done, you know, because obviously the younger me, I feel, would have been, I guess, insecure. And I know people don't really like to say that they don't get fillers or Botox out of insecurity, but I think it is.
Oh, it definitely is.
I think
and also the problem is it don't last forever. Once you've had that done, it is going to dissolve. Some people it lasts longer on. For me, it lasts a week. Not even joking, a week. It lasts a week on me.
Your metabolism is fast.
I don't even think it is that. I think my body just, I couldn't even tell you, because I know people with like quick metabolism that it lasts in them, whereas me, it will never last in my lips. But that's the issue, because that's why I've had it done so many times, because you see what you want to look like then, but you can't achieve it. Like, it's unachievable, and then you have to maintain it. And the amount of filler I've got swimming in my face now, because it don't fully dissolve, it just moves. So I'm gonna get to 50 and I'm gonna have like
your lips will be in your cheeks.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'll have like massive lip on my cheeks or something. I don't know, it's crazy, but I think that's the issue.
I think part of it is a bit like body dysmorphia as well, to the point, you know, where you see yourself in a different light.
Yeah, so like you don't actually see yourself how you look like. Yeah. Because you've got to think, like, I've stayed at my face, and you'll be the same, and everyone will be the same, for 21 years. I'm not going to see myself how everyone else sees me. I'm sick of what I look like. I've seen it for 21 years.
Yeah, or you're going to pick yourself apart a little bit more. You're going to be like hypercritical about certain things.
1000%. And that's the problem. And then that's why we feel the need to change more out of boredom, really, and like keeping up with a trend. That trend's going to die within. Some trends last weeks. So what is the point? Saying this, I need to practice what I preach.
Who I've seen lately as well is kind of going against the grain, because obviously celeb culture is like a massive thing, I think, for young people, and even for myself to look at and look up to, and sort of base our looks upon. Pamela Anderson has actually given up her bombshell look and is literally going makeup free to like fashion weeks.
I have actually seen that, actually. Yeah, I've seen that.
So some people are really bigging her up and other people are slating her a little bit and saying,
I think it's brilliant. Surely, but also you've got to think, she's probably had her arse licked for how many years? She's probably not bothered anymore, doesn't do anything for her self-esteem, which goes hand in hand with, unless you love yourself, there's actually no point. You might as well just live for yourself. Yeah. You'll get sick of it anyway if 100%. People are kissing your ass for
I mean, for her, in one of the articles that I read, it was more that she gave up wearing makeup because her best friend died, and her best friend was her makeup artist, and it's sort of like as a tribute to her.
Oh, see.
But then also I really like the look of just being able to just turn up somewhere and not to have makeup on, because I do feel the pressure, even just to come to work and we're filming, to think, oh, you know, I need to put a bit of foundation on, you know. And she literally just said, well, no, I'm going to go to this fashion show, not wearing makeup. You have Alicia Keys, who's done it plenty of times, and
she's gorgeous.
Her skin is flawless.
Like if I had her skin, I wouldn't wear makeup. If I had her face, I wouldn't wear makeup. Flawless. So I think she is just blessed when she can do that.
But then it's also I feel like there should be more people or more women out there to sort of like I guess encourage us, to make us feel
1000%. Yeah, but I think now the problem is that it's like makeup becomes like clothes. You feel naked without it.
Yes.
And so I know I do. If I can do it without foundation in or my skin makeup on and just my eyelashes, but if I'd have my eyelash on as well, I would literally feel out of place. I'd feel awkward walking down the street. I'd just feel like naked, like I'd feel horrible.
I know what you mean. So I'm more daytime fine. I don't mind if I don't wear the makeup, but I think if I'm going on a night out, it does add to that outfit. I feel a little bit more glamorous. I
couldn't go out without. Would you be able to? I mean, I could not go out to a club or out on a night out, or even if it's a Friday night and going to bars, or if you're just having a meal, I could not go without makeup on, because I would feel...
Really?
I'd feel like a fish out of water. I would just... I wouldn't even enjoy it, which is horrible, because the fact that you don't have your face painted, you don't actually enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
That it shouldn't be like that.
Do you know what? I've not even thought of it in those sort of like depths.
No, I'd just be sat there wanting to go home. I wouldn't enjoy myself. I would not be having a good time. I would absolutely hate it.
And the thing is, it's like nobody's even there watching us.
No, it's like, it's not the Holly show, so why?
Yeah, it's literally in our own minds, isn't it, really?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, where does that even come from?
I think it's just repetition of doing anything becomes a habit. It's like anything, you do drugs, you're going to get addicted and you're going to not be able to do it. It's like anything can become an addiction just because it's not a bad addiction.
Do you think it's something, though, that it is because something that we're seeing all the time? Because, again, me growing up throughout the 90s and going out in, like, the early 2000s and stuff, to be fair, I didn't wear makeup. Yeah. And if I did, it would just be, like what I said before, a bit of maybe brown lip liner or, like, even now I don't wear lipstick or anything or lip gloss. And I think I probably would have wore just maybe a mascara, and that was me going out. Do you think
that was the time, though, or that was your age? Because I
think it was the time, because obviously going out in the early 2000s, I was in my 20s. So I think it was probably the culture and the celebrity culture that I would have looked up to. So when I'm looking at certain artists, they're not fully made up and they don't have Botox, they don't have injections, they don't have BBLs. They're quite fresh-faced, I guess. I was listening to like Brandy and Monica and Mary J. Blige. I had a gold lipstick actually one time, and that was from Mary J. Blige. But it was never the foundation. And maybe as well, back then, we didn't have a lot of makeup for my skin tone. So it wasn't...
There's still not enough, to be fair. And that doesn't even, I don't even go looking for it and I can't find it.
Yeah. So it's one of those. So it could be partly the celebrity culture based around that, because I've got people now at my age, like from your age to my age, who are injecting their lips. Like even black women with full lips are still having lip fillers.
I know, that's crazy to me. I'm like, that's literally you've been brainwashed. You've actually been brainwashed. But what I also think is, because it's all a trend thing as well. Like, if I would not probably wear this and go out like this in like the 90s, because it's not a trend and I would feel out of place. Whereas now I feel comfortable like this, because it's all about the trends and how you align yourself with them, I guess, because you wouldn't have lip filler in the like 2000s and 90s really, unless she was famous, because you would be rinsed for it. You'd be like,
so true.
You'd be like, what is that girl? She looks awful. Like, no boy's going to fancy her. Whereas now it's the trend.
It's the in thing. And I think that's what a lot of people might not even admit, because they will say, no, it's not. This is what I choose to do, and this is what I like to do.
There's nothing that irritates me more, than people that try and be so individual, following such trends. Like, not to go off topic, but I'll put this in anyway, because you need to actually hear about this. But do you know the girls that like going like, and the boys, like the young ones that go in all the streetwear clothes, that think they're so cool and so original and so out there, when actually you're following every single trend. You've got Carhartt on 10 times. There's nothing original about it at all. But anyway, I digress.
No, I know what you mean. It's all part of like the advertisement of the culture, because like what you said, back in the 90s, everything was like really skinny eyebrows. So mine were plucked within the inch
My
of their
mum
life.
still haven't grown back, and she's not trying to get a microbladed now. And I said, there is no point, because you're not doing this for yourself. You're doing this for society.
100.
Like, you're actually giving money to society, really, what you're doing. You're putting money in society's pocket when you're going to give it 10 years and everyone's going to go, like, why don't we have dashes in our eyebrows now? Why not put a star at the end of your eyebrow? Something stupid.
Well, it's kind of like tattoos. So when I was growing up, people had tattoos, but it wasn't very mainstream. And now you see girls with full sleeves, they'll have tattoos on their faces, it'll be on the neck. Remember my brother, he had a tattoo on his hand, and my mum went mad because he was working in hospitality. And she says, how are you going to do that? And you're a waiter and you're going to hand somebody the plate. It looks so unprofessional. Whereas now we won't blink an eye an eyelid at it. It's just normal.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, because everybody has tattoos. You know, like I say, you could see a lady walk down the street and she could be head to toe in tattoos, and you wouldn't go, oh my God, look at her, she looks disgusting. You literally go, oh yeah, I like her art. Or you might even say, oh, where'd you get that done? And it's a different...
I know, and I appreciate that, because that to me is individuality, in the sense that it's like art on your body, and I don't think any employer should dictate what you should do or how you should get a job regarding what you look like. I think that's disgusting.
Imagine a corporate job and you've got like tattoos all over your face. That would never have been a thing in the 90s.
Exactly, and it's only going to get more accepted as time goes on, because even now you'd struggle now with tattoos on your face, but say give it 30 odd years, and that's going to be also again second nature.
Definitely. But I do feel like celebrities do kind of put a pressure.
Oh yeah, it's like Maya Jama at the minute. She's like, especially because Love Island has just been on. Maya Jama, everywhere you go, it's Maya Jama. Every single person, you know, oh my God, Maya Jama here, Maya Jama there. Like, she looks stunning. God, don't get me wrong, she's gorgeous, but I didn't come out the womb looking like that, sweetheart.
She looks like she's been sculpted by hand.
I know, it's like look, isn't it, as well? Like, it's look of the draw. Your mum and your dad, if they make a good one, you've got lucky.
But it's I feel like there needs to be more diversity anyway. And what happens, that I've been to different countries, and you'll see like the culture is so different when you go to different countries, and you see the way that people dress and their fashion and the way that they look and things. And you could walk down the street, you could look across and go, bet she's from England. Yeah, you know, you can tell from the lashes and the brows,
the nails that are like down there,
and the outfits and stuff. And then you look at somebody else and you think, God, she looks gorgeous. Like, and they're probably from Italy or something. Yeah, you know, there's like these all different, the ways that I guess been advertised to in a certain way.
Yeah. We don't have the best image, I'm not gonna lie. And
the UK look.
Yeah, chav comes to mind a lot. Chav springs to mind. Yeah. But again, that's a stereotype, that's judgmental, and that's for a small community that we're not in. So thank you very much. But also, how do you think about trends in regards to, and like social media celebrities trying to be something you're not? Instagram nowadays, that's a whole ass job. Like, I think I've not posted on Instagram in what feels like, it's probably been 2 weeks, and I'm thinking, I'm stressing like, Holly, you're irrelevant. I'm like, I wasn't relevant anyway, so why am I stressing about not posting a photo on social media that looks so 10 times extra, that wasn't what I was doing that day at all? Like, why am I stressing?
Everything kind of looks like a Vogue magazine.
Yeah.
And you look at people and it's so depressing. I see people on Instagram and you look and you think, wow, their life is so amazing. And not to say that people can't have amazing lives, that's fine, but not everybody is posting really the ins and outs of their day to day, and maybe even like the struggles they're going through. I know some people are, but it's never just a normal photo.
But no one looks at that, no one cares about that unless you're a celebrity. No one thinks, everyone's
like curating how everything's going to look. You know, you've got to have, you know, just woke up, I'm having a cup of coffee with Bae, and it's like you're making sure
just
the angles
woke up where
are right.
No one's seen that someone's taken 50 photos of you. You're yelling at them behind the camera like, upwards, not that angle, I hate it, you're crap at photos.
Stressing out your boyfriend.
But you've just woke up. Like, you've not.
Like, come on.
Yeah, like, God, you should see me when my boyfriend's behind the camera. God, we don't speak for a good hour after.
Really?
God, because that man could not take photos. He cannot take photos. And do you know what? I'd almost wish I could do an out-of-body experience, grab the phone, take it off myself. Because his come out, I do the ones of his, and his looks amazing and like 5 to 10, but I'll still do more because I know what it's like being a girl. And they like the angle, everything, the composition, the scenery, the way he's proposed in proportion of the photo. So
beautiful. My God, that's too techie for me.
But it's not like you should, as a person, you just do it without thinking. Like, when you know how to do it. Yeah. But I'll be there, and like the ceiling will be there. Just like, I'm like, where's the...
Yeah, I get it. But that's because, again, you've got like...
Yeah, but
again, from maybe like how you've been brought up, you're in this era of... everything is social media, and I guess
so is he. He should be as well. He's just not good at taking photos.
Yeah, for me, I always forget to take photos. So I'll go out on a night out.
You do.
I forget to take photos. I've gone on holiday. I did take some photos, not enough.
I didn't see any of them though. So like,
I know, I need to.
That's the difference as well. Like, everyone my age and like my generation, Gen Zs, will go anywhere and like will take photos.
Your phone's in your hand. Constantly. Like,
if you go Manchester, you've both like posting it all day. Like, even if you're at work, little work selfie. Whereas you went on a whole ass holiday, and I didn't see a you just enjoyed it. You lived in the moment.
I'm just living life and enjoying the time,
God,
and then that's it.
Nice.
I think so, because I look at some people's pictures and I think, oh, that is really nice, and they're sharing an experience, but how much of their own experience are they taking away from that? Because I'm so into watching something sometimes. You know, like I was watching the sunrise with my husband, beautiful, watched it set, and I did take a couple of pictures at one point going, oh, this looks so beautiful, I need to just capture this moment. But it wasn't
like I've got to take photos today. I've got nice scenery, I want to get banging Instagram photos. You just thought, this is really lovely, I want to remember this.
Yeah, whereas other people would go, right, let's do this, and let's stand here and let's get it right.
I'd go sunset, right, Zach, like prop me up against the sunset, I want to bang an Instagram photo. I wouldn't be thinking, oh my God, that sunset looks beautiful.
And then you're not taking in the whole of the sunset.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of just enjoying it and just feeling the breeze and feeling the sun and just having those moments together, like, for me, that's more than actually taking a photo. I feel like we should go back to the whole, you know, you take a photograph and you go, I used to take it like into the chemist or something, and they develop it and you get it a few days later and you look through your photos and you think, oh my God, look at that face.
That's crazy to me though, that you went through that to get a photo.
Well, we were just, but the thing is, I feel like you get such genuine pictures now. You know, if you look at all of your photographs, and even a lot of mine to this extent, everything's superposed, everything's super perfect.
Yeah.
The lighting has to look so good, rather than, I've got so many photos of, I don't know, my kids could be laying on the floor, or I'm laying on the floor and just something crazy, or you just caught somebody mid-laugh, you know, and you're not got the best angles, but you go, oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Remember I was talking about this, that and the other.
Like, I've always thought, right, so do you know photo albums, like how my mum's got the photo albums of like when we were babies, when we were kids, when they were young as well. What a photo album's going to look like for
online,
Gen Z, like
USB.
We're not even going to have photo albums. I don't know anyone, like my mum and dad, and you probably would as well. Not saying that you're anywhere near the same age.
Photo albums.
I bet you was taking photos and creating photo albums at my age.
100%.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore. Like, and also, if I had a photo album now, it would be 5-6 photos of me posed with 5 layers of Facetune on me.
Yeah.
And then my kids are going to go, that ain't you. No, it ain't, sunshine. That was never me.
Yeah, it's true, because all the pictures that you probably have and that even if you have printed them off and put them up in your house, they're going to be overly filtered, or, you know, you're looking, even if you've not put a filter on your face, you've done some sort of a filter to make the lighting look good,
or the lighting's been tampered with.
I mean, you have things now on phones where you can literally get rid of people in the background. I've got photographs where people have photobombed and you go, who was that person? You don't even know who the person was. It was just a picture in a nightclub and some random guy is just there.
And because you had to print them, you had them physically, so you had to make a photo album because you didn't want to lose them.
Yeah, I've literally got boxes of photos and you can just look through them and it's really nice memories, whereas now everything is sort of like on my Facebook.
Exactly, and nowadays when a phone breaks, like I've had this before, phone breaks, you've lost everything.
Devastated.
And like all them memories I had, which to be fair, I've never really had a lot of photographic memories because I don't prioritise memories when I'm taking a photo, like what used to
sad,
be.
Really, isn't it?
Oh God, it's quite sad.
Oh, the depression.
Yeah. That's what it's like being a Gen Z. I tell you, we've got no intelligence, we've got no morals, we're full of filler.
We've got no memories.
No memories.
Real ones anyway.
No, this is why my memory's laxative anyway, so I don't think it's too pointful, but regardless, pointless.
Yes.